Okay guys, this first plant, I was at a yard sale and I saw these plants, and you can see they look like marijuana a little bit, but it's not. And I said, wow, that's a cool plant. And she goes, well, I'll give you this little stick I have on the side. And it had, the top of it had about that much, just the tip was green. So I stuck it in the ground, and it's about 2 weeks already. And I'm starting to get the big leaves, and it's a euphorbia that has the latex sap that is poisonous, and it's called Jatropha multifada. It's also called Guatemalan rhubarb, and it's poisonous and very frost sensitive, and it has a long stalk, and it's very tolerant to long droughts. So I got this from him. It's an invasive, it can be invasive, but it has red flowers, and it's a very cool plant. It's a succulent. So there you have it. And when it really grows out, it's going to look like a huge marijuana plant, only it's poisonous. So there you go. Jatropha multifada, the coral plant. I don't know if I said it was also called a coral plant. Okay, now this fig was on a clearance rack, 50% off at Lowe's, and it was half dead. And all I did, this is like last week, all I did was water it a little. I put a little fertilizer in it, and already the leaves, it's growing new leaves, and it looks great. So we got that fig right there, and it's doing the rehabilitation very well. Now, here's some rehab I did, and we've got the bird of paradise, Strelitziaceae Alba, the giant white bird of paradise, Strelitziaceae Alba. And when I got this first plant, it was at the Salvation Army, and these are the original leaves, and you can see that they really got nice green, and they were like brown on the edges. Look at this leaf, it was all brown on the edges. The plant only had 3 leaves on it, and this leaf, you can see the brown on the edges, and it was broken, and it's staying alive just by this little piece of leaf over here. It's completely broken, okay? But these 3 leaves brought the plant back to life, and I got this leaf first, and now look at the size of this new leaf I got. It's really nice. It's close to 3 feet long. That's a new leaf, and I got another leaf over here coming, and it's doing great. So we got 3 new leaves, and I'm sure there'll be more on the way soon. So rehabilitation is a success, and we have it outdoors in full sun. Now I'm going to encourage it to bloom, so I'm not going to transplant this one. I don't want to shock it right away, so it seems to be not over rooted, so we're just going to leave it like that for a while. Now, yesterday I'm in Ace Hardware, and I saw this bird of paradise, and you can see on the right it says 50% off, bird of paradise, white. Okay, so it's another Strelitziaceae Alba, and there's 3 separate plants in it. They're far away from each other, and one of them, the 4th one, is dead, and it seems like it wasn't getting enough water. The pot wasn't just holding it, and the leaves are a lot smaller than on my other one. I only had it since yesterday, but look how thick they are. You could hear it. Look how thick these leaves are. So what I'm gonna do is make 3 plants out of it, and we'll get back to you on this one. I'm gonna give it new potting soil, and maybe I'll plant one in the yard. Now, I understand these can get 30 feet tall, and I have seen some that size. So there you have it, the white bird of paradise. First I got 1, then I got 3 more. Okay, now here is my latest thing, was a desert rose. Now this is the desert rose I have already, and as you can see, it's doing well, and you can see it's a small dwarf tree in South Africa. They grow to 15 feet. They like full sun. They have a swollen trunk, and it resembles a bonsai tree. Okay, so look at those beautiful flowers they get. So having this desert rose, there was a estate sale the other day, and actually 2 days ago, and this was in the yard, and look at that swollen trunk. Now, if that don't look like a bonsai, I would guess this plant is about 30 years old, and it was in total neglect. I watered it, I gave it fertilizer, I put fresh soil on the top. I'm not going to do much to it until it revives, but it hasn't been watered through the whole dry season, so it actually was just dormant, and this branch here was rotten, so I had to take it off, and that's the tip of the branch right there. That part wasn't rotten, so we're gonna try rooting that one, and you could see the ends here are rotten. The plant was just surviving dormancy with whatever it could, but look, there is life. So we have some buds. Here's some buds. Here's some more buds. There's buds over here. There's a nice little bud over here, and I'm expecting it to just become a beautiful plant. It's in a huge pot. So the ICU, I think we're gonna have a success with this one. We're gonna take them out of ICU and put them in a room. I would estimate it's about 30 years old to get a beautiful swollen stump like that. So we're going to have a little bonsai tree over here. So I'm very happy I was able to save that. So there it is. And that is your desert rose, Adenium obesum. It's in the dogbane family. Desert rose. It's a small tree in South Africa and Arabia. Full sun. They have a swollen trunk, and it has also a poisonous sap. Okay. So what else have we got here, people? Oh yes. Should give you a little update on my intensive care unit here. We're about to take them out. We have a big ZZ plant, and this branch here I might lose. You could see, and this was in the Salvation Army. Somebody donated plants, and I think I paid $10 for it. It was about to die, and here we got the first leaf. So I'm happy about that. So the ZZ looks like it's gonna make. Okay, so none of these leaves have fallen off. They were yellow. This branch might die, but it's gonna be replaced soon by that. Okay, and now we have the Black Raven ZZ. This is one I paid regular price for, and this one was drowning, and it was 50% off. And look what's happening here. I got a new branch there, and look on the bottom, we got 2 shoots coming out. So that's a success. We can put them in a ward now. It's gonna make it. Okay, now we're going to end the video, and where'd my piece of paper go? Okay, here we go. Look at this. This was on, oh, while we're at it, this was alongside the road. It was in a pot. It was dried up for the garbage man. And I said that looks like bamboo, so I left 2 stalks, and the rest I cut off, and I put some of these wild cactuses, and look at the thorns on them. I found this when I was fishing, and they're prickly pears, and they get really big, and they get big thorns. Beautiful cactus. I don't think anybody has one like that. It's a wild native. Found it in the jungle. And then this is in about less than 2 weeks. I got all of these branches came out, so it came back to life. And there's one other plant. Maybe one of you experts out there will know what it is. Here it is. This was on the side of the road in a huge container. And I said, you know, this is a cool plant. So what I did, I was riding my bike, I took 4 cuttings from it. It was in the garbage, and I was riding my bike. I couldn't take the whole plant. It was in like a 25-gallon container, but it was like totally dried out. So I took 4 branches. I said, but just because I don't have one of these, and I water propagated them, and they did get some roots, and you can see they're getting shoots. And then look what happened on the top. It was only up to here. All of this grew, and look, there's a little flowers coming out. Can you see that? There's another one. Let me focus it for you. So seems like a cool plant. I have no idea what it is, so if anybody knows what it is. And it was destined to be in the dumpster, and I saved a couple of cuttings anyway, and I'm happy I did, because it's a plant I've never seen. And look at these little flowers I'm going to get. So we'll find out. If anybody knows, put in the comments. And that's a new plant. Okay, here's another new plant we got, and that's the avocado tree I'm growing, and it's doing quite well. Now, Sam's Club, this is a red orange, a cava cava, and I was in Sam's Club, and they had these inside Sam's Club. They didn't water them. The leaves they were all drooping. The leaves were falling off, and I'm like, oh my God, why are they doing this to these poor plants? They could have put them outside, and they were sprayed with some kind of fertilizer, and you could see the leaves still have some kind of spots on it from that. So it rained yesterday, and all of that fertilizer came off. So I'm happy that I was able to save it, because it was about to die. All the leaves were coming off some of the other ones. This one still had a little moisture, and for $29 I took it, and it's going to be a red orange cava cava, and I'm going to keep it in the pot for a while until it starts sprouting a little bit. It's not root bound, so I don't want to shock it. I want it to be healthy, and then I'm going to transplant it, and I'm going to dig a big hole for it. So there it is. It was destined to be doomed, and I'm glad I saved it. Not watering them, having them inside with no sun, it's not a good thing. Okay, now my last plant that I was on Marketplace, and somebody had free cactuses on the side of the road pickup. So it was already 2 days later, and there was other plants too, aloes I didn't need. So I went over there Saturday morning, and lucky me, there was like 4 of them in the picture. There was 1 left, and it's a big branch, and this is a great cactus that I didn't have, so that's why I was happy there was 1 left. And it's a cerius peruvianus monstrose. Cerius peruvianus monstrose. It's a Peruvian apple cactus, and it's a night blooming fruit cactus. So Larry, my tortoise, will be happy. I've seen pictures, and the fruits are like that big and red, and it'll be like a tree when it's full grown, and you know it's going to be happy. And I believe that's the top, because the other cut on the bottom was a fresher cut. So I think I got it right. But look at the grooves and bumps. And I can't wait to see what happens with it. So that's the Cerius peruvianus monstrose, night blooming Peruvian apple cactus. So that'll be it for now, guys. God bless. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll come back to the ICU room, intensive care unit, at Stingray Steve's house, and we'll give you some more updates on new plants. And take care, everybody. Bye.